Hi, this is Tim with Social Life Marketing in Nashville. Today we're going to talk about using Twitter to find customers. One of our restaurant clients asked us, how can you use Twitter to get new customers for us? Well, it's all based on keyword searches. We have keywords related to where to eat, healthy lunch, fast food, salad, good meal, whatever it might be. We have a bunch of keywords, and those keywords are also location based. So this restaurant is in the Cool Springs area of Franklin, Tennessee. So we have Nashville, Franklin, Cool Springs, and so on. Our keyword search turned up this particular conversation. Mike, he says, "Hey, I'm heading to Nashville, Tennessee in a couple of weeks. Most of my time will be spent in Franklin. So where should I eat? Any suggestions?" One of our social media reps who was running this search spotted that and said, "Hey, Mike, if you're like me, you'll end up grabbing some quick meals. Freshy Nash is a great for a healthy fast food." Now, Freshy Nash is the Twitter account that we set up for our client, and it's the one that we communicate directly with customers through. We provide customer service. Well, Mike says, "Social Life Nash, thanks for the tip. I'm now following you and Freshy Nash." So let's look at this guy. Let's see what kind of a prospect Mike might be. He lives in Honolulu, Hawaii, so we wouldn't think that he would be much of a prospect for us. But he's a gourmet geek. He supports local businesses, and he's the tech solutions lead at Healthways Incorporated. Healthways, wow, that sounds familiar. Healthways is their corporate headquarters are less than a mile from Freshie, and they really they're a health and nutrition based company. So you can imagine a lot of their employees go out to lunch, and those employees are looking for healthy options. So let's see what we can do with Healthway and with Mike. If we give a gift card to Mike, basically we offer to buy him lunch, then he's going to come to Freshie at least once, and chances are he's going to bring some of his coworkers with him, and chances are those coworkers are going to be local people who work for Healthways. So this is a great way for us to gain exposure to a number of local people who do go out to lunch. That would be a good strategy for us, and it's a very easy thing to do. Okay, let's look at something that's a little bit more complex. There is a conversation going on between Mark and Kat. Mark says to Kat something about, maybe it's a blog post. I don't know. He says, "I'll read it, but to warn you, I'm going to Freshie today for lunch. Have you been yet?" Well, we did a little research. We found out that Mark and Kat are both in the Nashville area. So we know this is a conversation we might want to insert ourselves into. Kat says to Mark, "Ha, no, I haven't, but with a name like Freshie, they have to have a lot of naturally GF options." GF stands for gluten-free. Gluten-free. So we jump in there, and Mark had posted another tweet saying, "Hey, we changed our lunch location to PF Chang's." And so we commented and said, "Oh, and we were so looking forward to saying hi. Hope to see you soon." With that, Kat comes back and says, "Hey, Freshie, if Mark likes your food, I definitely need to stop in soon. Do you have many gluten-free options?" And we respond, "Yes, with more than 70 items on the custom build-it menu, you have a well-stocked kitchen at your disposal." The next thing we hear from Kat is, "So with that introduction, I stopped by for lunch and I am currently enjoying a gluten-free Bliss Bowl." So we had success with that one. Later on, we came back and we thanked her for visiting us. We said, "We had a busy lunch day. I hope you were greeted when you walked in." And Kat says, "Very thankful for your employee who knew that the rice noodles are not gluten-free, even though the board says so. That must be changed." We replied, "We try to stay on top of everyone's needs and concerns. We alerted corporate about the need to change." So Kat replied back, "Fantastic. That board was incredibly helpful to anyone with allergies. I look forward to doing a post at www.glutenfreecat.com." She continues to say, "And your employees were friendly and incredibly helpful and knowledgeable." We replied, "Thank you for the kind words. I will pass it on to everyone at Freshie. Hopefully, we will get some good Yelp reviews." Now, Look what happened. We got somebody to try the restaurant. They provided positive feedback on Twitter to their 600 plus followers. They expressed a concern about the restaurant, and we addressed it. They're going to write a blog post about our restaurant. That's going to increase our exposure. And then we suggested that we have a need for positive Yelp reviews. That's a lot that we can get out of this very brief conversation. So, what are those next steps? You can subscribe to her blog as the business, or we would do it. And when that post appears, we want to engage them with a comment, and we want to link back to the store's website or maybe to the store's Facebook page. We could also contact her offline by direct messaging her and offering her a gift card giveaway to her blog commenters. Maybe we send a couple of gift cards, say 2, and then anybody who comments on that post about our restaurant, their names would go into a hat for a drawing for those gift cards. We also want to follow up on the gluten-free issues with corporate and really address that immediately in store. Twitter can be used to get new customers if you're very smart about how you do your keyword search. You want to use keywords that focus on your location and the needs that you satisfy. In this case, we were looking for people who were hungry. They were looking for healthy food to eat for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, whatever it may be. We want to do a search at appropriate times of the day, so you don't want to search on lunch at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You want to do it before 11. The pitch is going to be in the conversation, not in the search result. You don't want to oversell. And if you do this, you're going to build repeat business, and you're going to develop brand advocates like Kat, who now is going to write a blog post, and maybe will become a regular customer, and maybe we'll write a Yelp review, and so on. So she can be a great influencer for us in that market in the future. And that's how you can use Twitter to find customers. So this is Tim with Social Life Marketing. You can let us handle your social media and online marketing if you don't want to do it yourself. We will get you some great results. You can call me in Nashville at 617-472-2101. If you have questions, you can contact me at tim@sociallifemarketing.com. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.